It's a Lefty and Teresa podcast, and this is episode 140. It is the 16th of November. I had to find a quiet place. I'm at work. It's Tuesday, so I'm already a little late starting, but that's okay. So this is a podcast about knitting, crafting, anything yarny related, and I vlog. It's like vlog style, sorry. Brain not functioning. I record through the week and then I mush it all together and I post on Saturdays. This is gonna be a weird week. Yeah. I hear people in the hallway and I'm just hoping nobody comes in. That would be really weird. Okay, it's a weird week, and you'll just find out why later, in later clips. So, let me show you what I worked on. This is done. This is the photographer hat by Lavanya Patricella. I used up the rest of the yarn from John that he dyed, and then I mixed it with a black, and then I striped it in the middle, and this is where I was the last time. And this is my progress keeper. It's a mystery machine, and it's by Clay Cannon. It's not gonna focus, of course. So yeah, Clay Cannon on Etsy. I'll make sure I put a link down below. I'm pretty sure I've linked them in prior episodes too. So yeah, I'll put this on for you. This was a worsted weight and this was a sport weight, but I knew it was gonna be fine, and it is. It's perfectly fine. John said it was a little big, which I thought was weird because I have knit a lot of his on DK and the worsted, and he didn't think it was big. So who knows? Whatever. So I'll put it on. I'll show you guys. I'll put the Scooby-Doo van in the back. Maybe it's a little longer. I think it might be a little longer than I normally do it, but it's for my father-in-law, and they live in a very cool place, so not sure how well you can see it. Yeah, I think it is a little bit bigger. Okay, so let's do the that should be my screenshot for the week. Okay. And I don't think he'll fold it up that far, so I think it'll be fine. I'm just gonna keep wearing it. I love it. I needed easy potato chip knitting, and I know this has been my go-to knitting, but I needed something that was gonna take me a little bit longer for this week for certain reasons. So I have had this in this is my dedicated sock bag for knitting. I might have to clean it out a little. But I've had this yarn in here for like emergency purposes. And this is the Earth yarn. And it's a matching sock kit. This was gifted to me. And so I cast on the cuff. So you get two balls. It self-stripes. This is what it'll look like. And I think I'm going this way, so I think I'm gonna end up doing shorty socks. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end up doing shorty socks because I want the inside socks too, so it'll probably be 2 pairs of shorties. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'll get out of it, but I started the cuff. These are 9-inch circulars. I love these. These are Chigu 9-inch. This is a US 1, and I love these so much. It makes me just want to like knit right now. I need to go get lunch. I'm having a little bit of, what's the word? Well, I guess I'm having a little anxiety, not gonna lie. Not work, just things to come, things that are happening. I am not ready for any of the holidays. I have no foods purchased for Thanksgiving. I have really no presents purchased for Christmas or made. So I am feeling very, very behind. And I know it's not about the gift giving, it's about being with your family, but a little one, you know, there's got to be some presents, right? Even for the bigger one, there's got to be some presents. And for the husband. I haven't been feeling it, y'all. I have not been feeling it. And it's been really difficult to just be there, I guess. I don't know why I'm telling you all this. Well, because this is real, right? I've always told you guys I'm not going to put on a fake whatever, and I'm not. I'm just not feeling it. So, yeah. Oh, but I did want to thank everybody for all the anniversary comments, and I am so glad to still be doing this. 5 years. I'm glad that my family has allowed to support me and allowed me to have some time to figure out the best way to make these videos possible. You know, when Hayes was real little, it was easy to record because John would go off and do something and she would nap and I would record, and it was a sit-down type podcast then. And it's not that anymore because life. And I had to figure out what worked for me, and I am really glad that people have supported, all of you have also supported me through this. It's been a journey, and I'm glad that everybody likes that I pepper in a little bit of everything. I mean, it is heavy on the craft end, but I think everybody has liked the journey that they have seen, me getting my machine and learning how to use, all the machines I have, everything I have, like my wheel, my loom, which I barely use, but you know, all the different tools that I've gotten on this crafty journey. You've all been so supportive and been like, you can do it, and yeah, so I'm just gonna keep doing it, y'all. I'm gonna keep doing it. My work had a meditation seminar today, like a presentation type thing, and I sat in on that, and I don't do the visually guided, like the person talks, and that part, I don't like that type of meditation, where they're like, oh, you're walking through a forest and you feel the crunchy leaves and you see the beautiful trees and you walk up to a porch and you open the door, and that meditation doesn't get me. The type I like, and it's the one you do at the end of yoga usually, Savansya. I don't know if that's right, where you lay in gosh, I can't think of any terms right now. You lay on the floor, like arms out, legs kind of in a V, and you feel you head to toe type, out the fingers, blah blah blah, you know. They did that too during the session. I didn't lay on the floor, they just had you sitting there, and they talked about have the energy go through and relax your shoulders and then relax your, you know, all the things. That's totally more my type there. So after that session today, I realized I really need to do more of that in my life, and I really enjoy yoga, and I really think I'm gonna try the channel Yoga with Adrienne again. I think that's it. Give that a go again, and just do maybe her shorter ones that fit my life better. So yeah, that's where we are, y'all. Man, that was like 10 minutes of, well, not all of it was rambling, but 10 minutes of brain dump, I guess. Alright, I'm gonna put this back in. I'm excited to have some good potato chippy knitting. So, I hope you're all well, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, it's Thursday, the 18th. I don't know if you can hear me really well, but I'm at the airport. I know I haven't recorded much for this video, but yeah, I'm gonna knit some and then knit on the plane. Yeah, I guess it's weird talking in front of a bunch of people. Okay, I am in the rental car. I had to get food. I was starving. And I just wanted to pop on real quick and show you how much I knit on the planes. It was like a 2-hour ride, and I got that done. Doesn't feel like much though. I wasn't even done the ribbing. I did 15 rounds of ribbing, and I was at like 10. So I had to do 5 more, and then I got all that. So yeah, all right, I'm gonna get going again.
Alright guys, it's Saturday, November 20th. It's about 11 a.m. Let's round up this video. So, this week, what I've been working on... Yo, what's wrong with your screen? Oh, something's on my face? My face is wrong? You were expecting a different face? Here it is, just kidding.
All right, let's move us back here. Whoa, I'm hitting stuff. I'm breaking Teresa's house.
Breaking the house.
Okay,
That's okay.
let's see. Bonk. I found somebody. Her name's Teresa.
She came. She's left-handed. She's a knitter. She's a quiller, and she's my hero.
Okay, that's just a scale. I'm like, ah. So we're both shower hair, don't care.
Don't care.
So yes, we are going to round up this video. This is the person I've been talking about going to see. That's why I was knitting in an airport. You know, all the things. It's weird. I've talked with John on videos.
Right?
But like, you know, we've interacted all weekend or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But I guess it's just weird.
It's different. Like, wouldn't it be so cool to have someone to always podcast with? I don't know. Sometimes I feel weird like I'm talking to myself.
Yeah. But like sometimes, because sometimes I like being like blah blah blah.
Yeah, you're
And
talking
then
to them.
Sometimes I'd be like, I want to be this way.
Yeah.
And then, you know, people.
Yeah. Hi!
All right, so Teresa, do you want to show a project you've been working on?
Absolutely.
Cool.
Let me just grab my ball sack. This is a project living in my naughty knitting sack.
I have one too. I mean.
Well, they're the same inside.
Oh yeah, they are. We both have.
Can we be naughty?
Yeah.
Let's show the bag of dicks.
This is a project you guys haven't even seen, so I will show you guys. But go ahead.
You haven't seen this neither.
Obviously, not on my channel.
Obviously. I talked about, like, I don't know, like 10 years ago how I was going to knit this cowl. Well, I cast it on because Aquila was coming, and this is a pattern by Aquila Bowen. And it is the Conversation Hearts cowl. And I am knitting it. I have not done, like, a whole lot of color work. I've knit, like, a coffee cup cozy kind of thing and steeped it, but that was years ago. So the minis are the Conversation Heart mini set that Andrea, the cat lady, did. That's the cat lady with 2 T's.
It'll be linked below.
She's fancy like that. I'm like,
Sometimes.
I don't know
Sometimes.
stuff.
Did you hear me wheeze?
Oh, God. We'll talk about how
Florida.
Florida's trying to kill Aquila.
Yeah, we'll do a
Welcome.
little talk at the end. But go ahead. Yeah, sorry.
So, and then the knit pick. So I got exactly the yarn that Aquila knit hers with, and I'm super enjoying this color work. I am knitting it. I'm a continental knitter, so I'm holding the main color in my left hand so that is the dominant color, and the background color in my right hand. And I'm not a very good thrower or flicker, and I'm doing this whole thing.
I thought you looked like you were doing fine.
I've gotten the hang of it, and on the resting rounds where it's just all knit, I'm making myself use my right hand so that I'm getting better at flicking.
Yeah, I
And
really need to push myself to get some muscle memory, like going the other way.
Like, I wouldn't bother because I feel like, well, I knit just fine continental, but I feel like with color work, that's a pretty cool thing to learn how to do. And these needles are Lykka, L-Y-K-K-E.
The word nobody knows how to pronounce.
The word nobody knows. They're the driftwood needles, and I've had these forever.
They're
and
really nice.
I
I've
really
not
enjoy them.
Yeah, I've not ever had them in my hand. I think I've seen them in like shops, but they're in packaging.
Yeah.
They're really nice.
They're warm.
Yeah.
Like, it's much
Yeah.
different than using a metal needle. So.
Or like a bamboo, which I feel like tends to stick a little more.
Yes,
They're
these
really nice.
They're very they're just very nice needles. So I'm really enjoying that.
Sorry.
Florida. Welcome, Aquila.
Okay, so I'm going to show you guys. Well, I'll show you first. This was the sock I've been knitting on. I forgot to put a progress keeper on it, but I've not knit many rounds because I've been a slave to the labor. Kidding.
I run a sweatshop.
No.
Y'all thought I was kidding about it.
It's been so much fun. I've learned so much, and it's been really cool.
Yeah,
So
we've
this
had
is
fun.
the earth yarn. I said it like nasty. I didn't mean it nasty, but I was telling Teresa about. I think it was Ray from the Needles pod.
Needles at the ready.
Needles at the Ready. He was knitting with some earth yarn, and he was like, "It's real splitty," and I was like, "Oh, but it's so beautiful." And then I was like knitting it, and it is kind of like a weird
It's a weird
ply. It makes a beautiful fabric. Don't get me wrong. See that? Look at that. Beautiful. Here,
Yeah.
we'll cover faces. It's beautiful, and I did put a few stitch markers in, but I think I was only maybe like here when I showed you guys last, so I haven't done much. We've been chatting it up.
And you like 9-inch circs, huh?
I do.
I'm a magic looper.
I love that.
Yeah.
So, I think I'm still gonna do the shorties with these. So I brought my foot thingy and I'm gonna measure it out, but I'm not even close to like decreasing for toes. So, and I probably won't be. Maybe on the plane.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Depends on
Yeah.
if I feel like knitting.
If you feel human. And maybe once you leave Florida, you'll be like, my health has returned.
It's like a time warp back to Baltimore and like, oh, you were never sick at all.
Florida's no joke, yo.
I thought alligators might kill me.
Or
The trees.
or me.
The trees.
She's like, what if I'm going down to visit a serial killer?
I'm like, she lives in too nice of a neighborhood to be a serial killer.
Yeah.
All right, so do you want to show the other thing? It's
Sure.
totally up to you.
I totally am.
Okay.
It's whatevs.
All right.
This is a project. It's living in a project bag by Stitching Plaza, who is Georgianne, who is our friend.
Mm-hmm. Look how cute they are.
Little gnomes.
I know.
I love it.
Yo, is that their names? Like Timber?
It all
Oh.
says Timber.
Oh.
So I think it's just like he's a logger.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. So
How do they even wield an axe?
Dude, they must have little mini trees.
They have,
They
like-
chop down bonsais.
That makes sense. I had so much fun with your little one. So, your little one had a story that she had wrote,
Oh my gosh.
and she was reading it to me, and she's like, I don't know why I wrote this, and she said she did it probably like 2 or 3 years ago,
Yeah.
so she doesn't remember exactly like why the characters were doing what they were doing. And she's like, they have green tongues. And I was like, well, the sun is green. I think they've been licking the sun or something. And like, so it was a whole thing last night.
It was so
it was
cute.
pretty funny.
You're so good with kids. Like,
Aw, thank you.
Caitlin has so much fun because she doesn't get a lot of interaction with like other adults other than us and
Yeah.
her grandparents.
And like teachers. I
yeah,
guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
It was fun though.
it was
Like
super cute.
we
They
were
did
just
arts.
being super goofy. Like, I mean, we were just being goofy. It's the same thing I would do with Hazel. I
Yeah.
mean, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not
But-
gonna treat her any different, you know.
Caitlin hasn't
They're
got a
kids.
lot of that from me lately because I'm just been working,
been
and then
busy.
hopefully,
It'll
it'll even
It'll-
out, and I'll be able to like do that again. But so it was real nice for her to be like, I have a friend. Yeah, it was so cute.
We did like a 3-color challenge, but then we didn't really like, stick with the rules.
Yeah.
We were just coloring. It was fun. So
it was fun.
yeah.
So this is a DK weight sock. I'm using the DK vanilla socks by the Crazy Sock Lady.
Mhm.
I've never knit DK socks before,
Me neither.
and I like it. I'm using US 3's Magic Loop, and they go so fast.
They're so
fast.
squishy.
This
I
yarn,
mean-
yeah. This yarn is, I'm calling this base Posh. I don't really have it like, I've dyed some of the snozberries on it and stuff like that, and I have some, and I wanted to see if I could do DK self-striping. You'd think like it'd be the same measurements as fingering, but I didn't know.
Yeah. Well, and until you like attempt it, make prototypes.
Yeah.
You know, you're not going to be putting that out into the world too. You know, you're like super comfortable
Yeah.
with what your product is,
And
and
not-
I get that.
Yeah,
Like,
and like not even that. I wanted to see like, okay, I'm gonna dye minis. I want to make sure I can get a whole pair of socks, and I want to make sure the striping is right, and that I like the base for socks. Self-striping you can use for a whole bunch of stuff.
oh God.
But
so many
generally
things.
it's socks. You know,
A lot of people like to make socks with
Yeah.
it, but like we've been seeing people doing like a lot of
Sleeves.
hats and like the sleeves and like I
like,
mean you
even
can do
shawls,
everything.
like almost like where the self-striping is like the color work, and
Mhm.
I don't know, it's really
Yeah,
cool. I
you
have
can-
a book.
I mean, and you can use self-striping in the color work of the yoke of a sweater.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be.
It doesn't.
Yeah, I mean,
Lisa
You
uses
just gotta be
self-striping
creative.
for all kinds of stuff.
oh, I mean,
72 stitches.
Yeah, she does all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
For self-strip. But I
But
can't
so
say words.
it's a 75-25 superwash merino nylon, and it's a 4-ply, which I like for socks.
It's really plush.
It's very
It's really
plush. So, and then
She started the second one.
Oh, and
surprise!
surprise, I knit a sock. I call this colorway Reindeer Games. It's not like open for pre-order or nothing like that. I just wanted to have like some Christmassy socks, and I did cast on the other one.
Yay!
I probably shouldn't show this.
Oh, okay.
I cast it on.
Oh yeah, I was like, what?
Like last night
duh.
while we were chilling talking, I like knit the heel flap, turned the heel, and did the like
Decrease.
started the decreases. I finished them this morning. It's so fast. So really,
I can't
enjoying.
wait. I need to do some DK weight socks. Like
Yes, you
that,
do.
I really want to. So, sorry, cough break. I swear, Florida's killing me. We'll talk. Okay.
We'll talk.
So, I think I already showed you guys this yarn because I got it at Yellow Springs. Stephanie is the dyer, and it's deep dyed yarns. And this is her, excuse me, the Good Juju base. Oops, sorry. Good Juju, and that's my kiwi color. And this is the Balo base, which is the slub yarn. And this one's called Venom. And I am making the Painted Pebble Shawl by Forest City Knits.
Oh.
If I'm wrong, I'll correct myself. But I'm pretty sure I'm not always good with names. So, I am only on like the first kind of part. But okay, so here's the yarns.
So pretty. Oh. That green is everything. Like,
So-
that is so...
Yeah. When Stephanie, I picked this. I knew I loved this.
Yeah.
I was like, I want this. And then I was like picking up, I had like a blue skein that was kind of like reminiscent of the blue in there. And I was like, but it might not be like bright enough or contrasty enough. And I was like, I need to pick something crazy, and not crazy for me because I love this kind of like I love color, like neon, give it to me, don't care. So I haven't got very far, but so since I haven't shown you, now I have to put a progress keeper in it, but I haven't shown you.
So cool looking.
And I'm now finally, like, when I was down here and I was, like, I was only up to here, I was like, I don't see the subs really, I'm really upset, and blah, blah, blah. But you can really see it now. Like, I feel like you can really see some of those big lumpy bumpies, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
And I really do love these colors. I think it makes this look not so dark, but it almost does make it look so dark. Like, I don't even know.
The contrast is really good.
I don't know. It's just, I love it. I love it. But, like, this is, like, a variation of a green, and you all know I love green. So, there you go. Yay.
Oh, should we do like a thumbnail?
Ooh, yeah. Do we want to hold, I'll hold this up.
What should I show?
Whatever you want.
Whatever, I'm just showing a sock.
Do the shock. Do the shock.
Do the shock! Shock everyone, Teresa. You never do that.
All right, ready? Hold it up, smile. That should be long enough. All right, so.
Moving right along.
So, my flight was great. Everything was easy. I was, like, anxious about everything. Well, you know, you're going to stay with some. I mean, not that I was like, I wasn't, that was like my least of my concerns. My biggest concerns was, am I going to get on the plane? You know, how hard is the rental car going to be? Because I've never done that. Like, John has done it a bunch of times, but I've
Anytime
never.
you travel, it's stressful. Like, it just is.
Yeah, but, like, I had a really good person next to me on the plane. He was, like, a younger guy, like, in college, and he was like, how'd you even learn how to do that? And I was like, kid's book. And he's like, oh. And by the end of the flight, I was like, I showed him, I was like, not bad progress. He goes, whoa, it actually does look like a sock, like the leg of a sock. Like, I didn't tell him that I was
cool
making
when
shorty
people
socks,
ask you about it, yeah.
but I felt bad for him. The guy next to him was talking his ear off, and all he wanted to do was watch his movie, and I was just like, I'm just glad I had my earbuds in. I was listening to You're Gonna Die Out There podcast. It's so good.
And even though, like, I feel like we have known each other, well, I mean, because
we've
talked
a bunch.
on, like, video chats and stuff like that. So, I mean, but even just going to, like, someone's house you haven't met their husband, their kids, it's not, you know what I mean?
I mean, you just, you know, like,
It's stressful.
it is. But
It's
Florida
okay.
is trying to kill me.
Mhm.
That might be the name of the episode.
Yes.
Yeah, I should just name it that. People are going to know by the end. Who cares what the title thingy, you know. So, it's like high season for pollen right now, like in Florida.
Oaks are all,
Yeah, so, and like your husband was saying, like there's like 30 different types of oaks and like all kinds of, and it's like the height of it, and I never knew I had like truly bad allergies, but I guess you go to a different region and it's different, whatever. Like,
because you don't have any tolerance or build up to, like, the stuff that's around.
I
And
feel
it's
bad.
totally different climate than,
Yeah.
like, anywhere.
and I was like, where can I put my bag of snot rags from the bathroom? Because, like, I feel really bad that, like, I don't want you having to do this. Like, and I know that's just what it is. It's all sinusy. It's...
When we first moved here in, I think it was like 2015, when we moved here from Hawaii, but
Yeah.
I'm from San Diego.
But still, whole different climates and whole different
Because the foliage.
fauna and foliage.
Exactly.
Yeah, so,
we were all sick for like 2 years.
just trying to acclimate, right?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
And it's pretty normal. We've had other people come from other states, and the same exact thing happened.
Oh, so, I'm not gonna die out there.
No.
Sorry, that's the podcast name, and it just stuck in my head. But
I'm
like,
not going to let her die.
But
The mob would come after me.
I just... The mob. The German mob? I'm German.
She stole Aquila.
So, like, it just really sucks, though, because, like, you know, and not that we didn't plan on going places and doing all the things.
Work.
Like, this was just... I was coming, I wanted to see what she does, how she does it. I wanted to meet her and her family. And I was just like, hey, what if I came down? And you were like, yeah, let's do it. And John was like, tickets booked. And we were like, whoa.
Like, that day. It was, y'all, the, like, generosity. Like, who does that? the generosity, because she came down here to help me work.
Well, I wasn't going to say that, but...
Oh.
I mean, I don't care. I just didn't... I know you were feeling a little overwhelmed. And, like, people, if you've watched her podcast, have known that it's overwhelming. And because you have pre-orders and because you do, like, a very specified type of yarn, which is not just throwing it in a pan.
Right. There's a lot.
And so we have taken some videos.
Mm-hmm.
Teresa's going to do a video on her channel, and you guys can see a little more of the process, because honestly, I know, like, I want to see more of the process.
Right.
And I know you've probably gotten comments.
I have, and like one of my whole like things I wanted to do was show my process, but I'm not very good at like setting up cameras or like taking the time to do that. Like I just don't know.
Well, that's the thing. Like you have to stop, set up the camera, and you would much rather
and not mess up the dyeing.
Yeah, you would much rather be getting product up than
Yes.
So with me being able to do like video some of it,
it's
just
awesome, and I'll just like piece it all together. It'll be like I'll be in different clothes, because what we did was, it's not like I worked this game and then we did this. So I'm gonna piece together what we've done, kind of in the order that it would happen.
Yeah. So I mean, she might have been dying on the first day.
Yeah.
But you won't see that till the end.
Right.
Or whatever.
Or the rescanning or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's not like Aquila came down to help me work, but she, you know, but yeah, we wanted to meet and stuff. But it's really interesting, and I learned from others' videos. Like I think I've mentioned on my channel that I am a huge Jinx Yarns fan. She doesn't dye anymore, but back in like 2017, I followed her YouTube channel and really studied and watched her dye yarn, and she had a thing on there about self-striping, and she does a different process. Everyone, you gotta do what works for you.
And you have figured that out.
Yes.
And, you know, like, this is not gonna be a tutorial.
No, it's just my process.
Yeah.
I'm not qualified to do a tutorial.
And if somebody else is gonna try doing it, it might work for them in a different way.
You have to do it and be like, that didn't work for me. Like, I dye in mason jars. I don't have a bunch of space or a bunch of stoves, because you can dye the yarn anyhow it works for you. You can put it in a pot. You can do immersion dyeing. Other people do cold vat and then microwave set.
Oh, that seems even more crazy.
Yeah.
If you ask me.
This just works for me in the space that I have. For now, you know, now. Hopefully one day, like, you know, I'll have a studio or something.
So stay tuned for Teresa's video, and if you're not subscribed, go subscribe. You know, she's gonna admit and be like, I don't always put out videos, but you know, when you do, you're gonna see a new video.
I really enjoy it, and I was in the very beginning, and then a whole bunch of stuff happened.
Well,
and
Christmas and holidays happen.
Yeah.
And that's hard for any dyer.
So once I'm not doing as many pre-orders and I have more time, because what happens is when I sit down to record, I feel guilty, because I'm like, I should be dyeing yarn. So I would like to get a more consistent, and if you don't mind, I'm just gonna ask it here in the public. Like, would you be like, if I did like a vloggy style thing?
What, that I would be offended?
Well,
that
not
you were,
offended, but like a copier.
No, because I
it might
was
be
not the one
easier.
who invented vlogging.
It might be a lot easier for me just to sit down and be like, yo, this is what I'm working on today, because I forget.
And then clip it all together.
Yeah.
When you have a chance to just be like, I'm just sitting here knitting, let me video myself and talk to the camera at the same time.
I'm gonna try to do that. That might be easier.
You know, it's real life. It's real life, y'all.
Real life, yo.
So, all right, well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I got to meet Teresa.
Yay!
So now we're gonna video some other stuff.
I'm gonna go dye yarn.
Well, yeah, she needs to dye some yarn, and it's it's amazingly overwhelming. Just watching. I'm not. It is.
You like it?
Yeah, it's cool.
Interesting.
And like, I know how to reskein stuff now. I mean, I knew how to respoon.
Like I taught Aquila something.
Oh, come on.
No, but for real.
Like, you were like spitting out numbers, and I'm just like, dead eyes.
math.
Dead eyes. I'm like,
There's a whole science to it.
Yeah, it is. But we'll talk about that.
Cool.
I mean, you know,
Later.
to the extent that you want to give the details.
Yes.
So, all right, take care, everybody. Make sure you're calling your loved ones, making sure everyone is happy and healthy as best they can, and yeah, that's it. Do you want to make up a tagline like John does?
Yep. Bye!
Knit happy, y'all.